Wait. I think it's a duo. Hey guys, welcome to How to Vantage. In this video I'm going to give you just the basics of Vantage and some also niche applications of her abilities. And hopefully by the end of the video you will be able to use her better than you could before. So I'm going to start the video by just giving a rundown of her abilities. If you already know what she does and like all the things about her abilities, then you can just skip to this timestamp to where I show gameplay of me using her and just showing like my thought process. But if you don't, stay and I'll explain them. So her first ability, which is her attack, or her passive, sorry, is the Spotter's Lens. And when you don't have a gun out, you can zoom in by aiming, and it'll show the legend of the enemy, and it will also show the shield they have. Additionally, it will show shields of their teammates, and this can be used to see if they're a solo or a duo, or if they're just a full squad. And also, when you have this ability active, like you can see the square around an enemy, you can ping them, and it's not doing it right now, but normally in a match it'll say what shield they have, and it'll say how many are in the squad. So that's an easy way to tell your team that information. So when you're playing Vantage, make sure you're doing that, because that's a big part of her kit, is getting that intel. When you have scopes, the ability, the passive is also active on the 2x and higher, is in like zoom size, it's active. Except on the 2x, the indicator for the bullet drop, see that little blue dot on the yellow crosshair? That's the bullet drop indicator. The further you are, the lower it'll be to show. That will not show up on the 2x. But on all the higher scopes, it will, including her ultimate. And a thing with this bullet drop is it's not doing a bullet drop right now because you need to have a target for it to be active. It's slightly lower now on the reticle. So yeah, so just line it up with the middle of the blue, and then you should be able to get your target perfectly. It doesn't account for if they're moving. It won't like go to the side and stuff. It's purely just vertical bullet drop. Her tactical is Echo. She can use it to launch herself towards Echo. So you press your tactical button once, which is Q for me, and it'll throw him forwards in the direction you were looking. And then when you want to activate it, you have to hold Q. And that'll launch you. And then if you don't press space to double jump, you'll just fall down. But if you want to keep the momentum, you can do a double jump and keep going. The cooldown is pretty short. It's, I don't have a gold helmet. I think it's 20 seconds. So normally when you're playing, you won't really have to worry about the cooldown. You usually always have it on standby. I'll show you the double jump here. So yeah, you can get some pretty good momentum with it. It's pretty nice. There's nothing too crazy with Echo. You can put a heat shield on him too, but that's also not intended, so I also don't recommend that. But as for just base tactical things, that's basically all I can say about that. Her ultimate though, her ultimate can get pretty complicated. So it'll start charging, and it has 5 bullets, and if it's partially charged, it'll still give you those partially charged bullets. So if it's, I think it's 15% charge, if it's 15, you'll get 1 bullet. Then 30, you'll get 2 bullets, and you can just use it anytime you want. It doesn't have to be full charge like other ultimates. And what her ultimate is when you shoot someone, it's like this dummy, it does 50 damage to the body, or 75 if they have no helmet. You'll do extra damage to that dummy, or that person. So I did 63 there, but normally with the longbow, you do 55. So I did 8 more damage, and that applies to your whole team. Your whole team will do more damage to that target, which is super nice. But it's also really good at just just killing on its own, because when you shoot him once, it'll do the 50, but then since it has bonus damage, it'll do 100 on the next shot. And with white shields, that'll just down him if you shoot him. So it's super good early on, or if people just have white shields. But the best way to use it is try to get 2 hits in. So these are all low. The best way is to get 2 shots and then start attacking or do whatever, instead of just doing the 1 for the damage bonus, because that extra 100 is just so huge. And then obviously when you hit an enemy with it, just comment to your team, be like, hey, I hit the lifeline, so try to hit them too, because you'll get that extra damage. Because it can be very good in a fight, having advantage. One more thing, when you're aiming down with their ultimate, it'll show a laser sight to the enemies, kind of like how Rampart's ultimate does that. And that laser sight is very obvious to the enemies. So if you're trying to be sneaky and sneak up on a team and maybe get a down quickly, do not aim directly at the enemy. Aim like down, just where you can still see them, and then once they get close, just be like, boom, and just hit them. That's the best way to counter the laser and make it more sneaky. So yeah, that's about it for the overview of her kit, and now I'm going to show some games that I played, and I'll just give a rundown of how I used her abilities and how you can use them too in ways that you probably wouldn't have. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So tip number 1 might be an obvious one, but it's know your guns. With Vantage, it's smarter to use a mid-range gun and a short-range gun instead of, like, say, a sniper and then a different gun. Because you already have a sniper as our ultimate, and it kind of acts as a third gun. So when you carry a sniper, when you already have a sniper ultimate, it's kind of like you're running 2 snipers at once. And you wouldn't be throwing the game if you ran a sniper, but it would generally be the smarter idea to just run like R301 with it 3 times and then a PK, which is what I normally do. Okay, Horizon's hacking. Oh, he took that from me. I need the help. Come on. Dude, take my naked. Please. Okay. I'll take the Phoenix, I guess. So right now I kind of have a loadout in mind. I'm gonna run the Wingman with the PK, because the Wingman's good for almost any range except long range. Like, you can hit medium range, you can hit close range, and so I like using the Wingman with Vantage because it just seems like a safe option. Like, you can just, it's kind of like a Swiss Army knife. And if I'm not running Wingman, I'll probably pick up like a R301 or a Flatline or something.
If you spot me coming, my mom will be so mad at me. If you spot me coming, my mom will be so mad at me. If you spot me coming, my mom will be so mad at me.
Guys, don't spot her. Tip number 2 might also seem like an obvious one, but getting comfortable with a legend takes time, and it goes with getting good at the legend too. Like, you can't get good at a legend before you feel comfortable with one. I played and mained a lot of different legends, and I didn't really feel like I was good with them until I felt comfortable playing them. I played them enough, I knew their abilities, I knew their limitations, and with Vantage, that really comes down to the tactical and the sniper. The tac, you need to get the timing down. It's slow to set up, but it can be used in so many different situations to get you out of trouble or get you on height in a fight, and it's really good, but you need to get that timing down because it could get you killed in a fight. And then for the sniper, you just need to get that timing down too. You need to get the bullet speed down and the time between shots down, which doesn't take long because it's a pretty fast timing, so it's easy to learn. Tip number 3 is all about hiding your intention. In this clip, you can see me hiding my laser sight by aiming at the cliff here so the enemies can't see it. And then once I was ready to shoot them, I aimed at them and I got them. If I had aimed my laser at them before, they may have ran to cover or commed it to their teammates that there's a Vantage, and they all would have went to cover. But since I did it at the hill, I had a chance to hit 2 of them and tag both of them during this fight. For tip number 4, this is about using Echo for recon. Right here you can see me flying upwards to get intel, and I did this because as we pushed up I kind of lost sight of the enemy, and when I shoot myself straight up I kind of have an aerial view of the whole area, which is super nice, and it's fast, it's decently safe to do, and you can get a lot of information that you wouldn't normally get with other legends who have to stay on the ground. Okay, he's pushing, he's going crazy. Okay, Vantage is cracked. One's down. I'm gonna force a push. Oh, I hit the first 2 shots, that's all that matters. Man, they're close. Oh, Ring's hurting. They're just gonna have to come out.
Time to hunt, little guy.
There's 2. Really? Oh! Get him! Come on! Use me as cover! Oh. I definitely could have played that fight differently. I should have used Echo to reposition to a different height than where I was because they were pushing from both sides of the rock, and I should have gone into a better spot where they couldn't have done that. I'll do hammer points. This match has a bit of a slower start, and I am starting with a car, and I'm crafting an RE with hammer points right now. So I'm playing kind of more close range this game. Here you see me using Echo to get a better view again, and by doing this I could actually see over the cliff in the distance there. Stinky Vantage. Right here I hide my sniper sight again because I'm waiting to just gather intel and wait for a good moment to start shooting at them. Oof, almost. She's hurt though. Sorry, bud. Right here, I use Echo to shoot straight up instead of like into this roof here, because if I shoot straight up, I can have more room to reposition myself in case they were close and ready to shoot at me. So it's just a safer option to shoot myself straight up in this situation. Do my teammates not see this Vantage? Where'd you go? So right there, I got kind of fancy with the sniper. I don't recommend quickscoping like that. I just did it for the content. But you also saw that I kind of punched there, and that's a thing that I've been noticing is sometimes you can really mess yourself up when you're trying to switch to your gun fast and you just shoot too fast. So when you go out of her ultimate and you're ready to shoot instantly, just make sure you're on a gun so you don't punch like I did, because that could have got me killed there. Dude. Oh, there's the rampart. Oh! Why did he smoke him out? Oh, it's a different team. I almost fell off.
Launching to a new angle.
No, I'm getting punched! No! There wasn't much more I could do there. It was unfortunate that both my teammates died right away. Game 3 starts, and right away you can see me use her passive to calm to my teammates that there's only 2 on the team, which kind of affects our decision making when we push them. The shields. Right here, I canceled the dash by just looking away from Echo. So if you ever don't want to go to a spot that you were starting to go to, then just look away from Echo and it'll cancel it. It's bad up there. This tip kind of goes back to the other hide your intentions one. Right here, I can see an enemy Vantage's bat. I already knew there were people in this building, but now I know there's a Vantage. And so when you play Vantage, try to keep your bat recalled as much as you can, because it can really give away your position. Yeah. Oh, there's an Ash somewhere. No, I should have just shield swapped. I got greedy. Throw the nade. Let's go, Echo. Let's go. Right here, you can see I died because Echo wasn't out. This is what I'm talking about with getting the timing down. I thought I had enough time to put Echo out and dash, but I didn't, and I died because of it. I could have just dropped down or ran back in the building or something, but I chose to do Echo there, and that got me killed. So just make sure when you try to do an escape like that, make sure you have the time to. This is the last game I'll show today, and at the start you'll see me using Echo again to do recon. They're just in the middle, huh? Nice, good seer attack. Oh wait, we don't even have a third. Just us two. This next part kind of highlights one of Vantage's strong points. It's getting through a spot with no cover very fast. I use her Echo right here to get through this because they were in the middle and they could have shot me down running through. And so I use that to get there in a very fast way. Oh, right there. I'm gonna take mid then. Oh no, I think we just went out. Yeah. It's annoying, they're just sitting in the middle. I have a Vantage too, so I kind of have to be careful. What kind of shields do they have?
10 seconds, but the ring's near.
Wait, is he... Does that say decoy? Yeah. That's the real thing. Oh, he's going in. No, get him on this side. No! No! Right there wasn't much I could do. I could have ran away, but it was public lobbies, so it didn't really matter. But that's about all I have for tips. I'm going to give a quick overview of other stuff about Vantage, just like explaining her role. You basically want to use Vantage as like intel and kind of like a support character, honestly. You want to use her sniper to get early knocks in a fight, because getting one knock in a fight can really win you that fight. And so using her to maybe down someone with a sniper or just help your teammates down someone can be a very good way to utilize her and make sure you're doing stuff for the team as you play as her. And then additionally, it's going to be your job to get the shields of the enemy, get how many are in the team of the enemy, maybe calm what legends they are, but as you play the game more, your whole team is going to know by just a glance what legend they are, so it's not a big deal. But when you're playing her, make sure you calm that to your teammates and say those things. But overall, to be a good Vantage, just play her how she was designed, get Vantage points, use that sniper, use that passive to help your teammates, and just learn her. Just the more you practice, the better you're going to do with her. That's about all I have for this how-to video. I plan on doing some for the other legends, so if you're interested in that, then just drop a like, maybe subscribe, and yeah, that's about all I have. Thanks for watching.